Welcome, Sagittarius, to your April 2022 predictions, guidance, and advice tarot reading and oracle reading. So let's go ahead and get started, my beautiful Sagittarius. We're going to start with the theme of the month for you. And for that, we're going to utilize the Celtic Astrology deck. I threw a card at random right before I hit record. So let's see what the card is. We've got here the Elder, the Seeker. All right, this is an interesting card. This Elder is a wild child. All right, they were probably wild in their youth. There's still that wildness that's a part of them. There's a sense of restlessness, even some recklessness as well. So there's a sense to withdraw. There's a sense to overthink things. The advice so far for the month is choose wise companions who can offer insights and assurance when any kind of madness creeps in too close, right? So that is a very interesting card. I feel like the theme of the month for you is choosing wise counsel, making sure that you're surrounding yourself with the right people. That is very important because there's going to be some kind of tendency to want to destroy something for the month or to act recklessly. So this is interesting. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what else we see here. Sagittarius, what is going on? Why is this happening, right? Why is this happening? And it's interesting because you, Sagittarius, are the seeker. You are the seeker of the zodiac. Okay, you are the seeker. And it's interesting that you got the Elder, the Seeker. So it's like a representation of who you are at your core. For some reason, it's going to really be active for this month. And let's see what the reading tells us, right? So let's see what else. We're going to utilize a card from the Star Codes Astro Oracle deck to give us a little more information. We have here First House Arrival. Wow. All right. So you've arrived at a place, Sagittarius. There's a sense of reaching a new place. There's a sense of having received what you've been promised. There's just a sense of arriving. That's interesting. So let's throw some tarot to try and get a deeper meaning to this card. The very first card, the Elder, really wants you to focus on keeping wise counsel, keeping level-headed, because there's going to be a side of you that's going to want to destroy something, right? Maybe you want to destroy this something out of boredom. Maybe you think it didn't work out, or maybe you're listening to the advice of someone that's telling you to end it, or it's just telling you to move away from that thing, and then you want to listen to that person because, Sagittarius, you are an idealistic person, you're a philosophical person, you're easygoing, and you are a bit curious and adventurous. So, these qualities are definitely going to be almost heightened to the point of unbalancing, to the point where you might make a mistake for the month, and it's important for you to avoid that mistake. So make sure that you're listening to the right people. The Elder, the Seeker, seeks the company of wise counsels, not just any fool. Wise counsels for the month, Sagittarius. You've arrived somewhere, right? Arrival, first house arrival. So where have you arrived? We don't know. We're going to go ahead and take a look and see what the tarot has to offer us. We're going to use the Tarot Apocalypses, which is one of my favorite decks. Let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get here, huh? So we've got, okay. All right. Wow. Okay, Sagittarius. This is interesting, right? This is very interesting. The Wheel reversed. You've got the Princess of Cups upright, and you've got the Six of Pentacles upright. So we start with the Major Arcana because that's the most important, right? The Major Arcana tells me that for the month, you're going to want to change something so dynamically that if you change that thing, that it will essentially change your entire life. Whenever we get a Major Arcana, it talks about a major life event. So that major life event, that decision that you're going to make for the month is going to set you up for essentially the rest of your life, right? So this is pretty intense energy here. The fact that it's reversed tells me that if you're not careful, you might destroy something just for the sake of destroying it, and it will not yield the result that you want. And it almost feels like this arrival oracle card is telling you that you don't need to force anything. You don't have to try and be anything else. You've already arrived. You already have what you need. The problem is potentially that you're just not receiving it. You're not opening up your arms and saying, it's mine, let me have it. And that's going to be a theme for the month, right? And we see that open arms and receiving with the Six of Pentacles. This is the card of charity. Charity, 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 receiving, right? This could mean you giving or receiving. And I feel like in some ways it means receiving, right? With that Wheel of Fortune reversed, tells me that you might be in need of some help. And, I think that potentially that help is going to come for this month if only you wait and you're patient and you're diligent and you consult with wise counsel to help you through the situation. So don't act erratically, Sagittarius. Try and be as calm as you can. You are very easygoing, right? You are a very easygoing sign. So try and really just find that within you. And do not succumb to the energies of the seeker, the elder seeker that wants to just end something out of sheer, maybe, fear, or maybe there's a sense of listening to someone who's just not in the right. Now, we have the Princess of Cups here. I feel like this is there's two meanings to this card. All right. The first one, I think it's the most important one, and that is that it's an aspect of you, this card is. And so that aspect of you is in many ways artistic, creative. The Princess of Cups is the muse to everyone, right? This is the princess that admires the beauty, and she looks at that beauty so profoundly. And then she's able to create because she's inspired by that beauty. So this princess is very much a creator, an artist. She gives in to the process of creation, right? There is no hesitation there. And so maybe a lot of you, Sagittarius, you've been working on a project, you've been maybe thinking of something, you've been wanting something, and now that maybe potentially you're right there on the precipice, you just don't, you unfortunately just don't take the leap, right? Or maybe you just don't want to accept that bounty that is to come. Or potentially you might have people around that are essentially, you're leaning too much on their advice, and they're not the right people, right? These are people that haven't walked a mile in your shoes. These are people that really are just taking opinions from others. There really is no knowledge truly of what they're talking about. And so it's important for you to not listen to those voices for the month, right? And I think that, you are so easygoing and you're such a seeker at heart, and you're so curious that you want to hear a lot of people's opinions. You want to know what they're about. You want to know what this person is really from. And you want to try and potentially follow that person's advice. This is not the month for that, Sagittarius, okay? April is the month for you to follow your internal compass, for you to understand that you've reached a place where it's very hard for others to reach. And now that you're there, you just have to keep moving forward, right? So there's a sense of artistic talent. There's a sense of working on your craft. If you're a creator, this is the month where you create, you keep moving forward. I feel like maybe some of you are going through financial troubles, okay? So if this resonates with you, then understand that those financial troubles that you're currently going through are going to end, all right? They're not going to destroy you. I know that it's scary. Maybe some of you are thinking that you should abandon whatever creative outlet or whatever creative venture you've chosen to follow. You're thinking of abandoning it because maybe you need to get a job, right? And you need that money to sustain you. But I do see charity coming in through other forms. Now, that charity could very well mean and earning, right? It doesn't have to just be charity. It could be that you earn something for your art or for whatever it is that you're creating. Something new comes to the fold, right? And so I feel like, Sagittarius, there really is no reason for you to feel like you're in any ways going to lose or be disenfranchised in any kind of way. I do see that this is going to be some kind of lingering thought for the month. Keep moving forward with the energies that you are currently under. Understand that you have arrived to a very important place, and the only thing that's really being asked of you from the tarot is to accept whatever help is given to you. Graciously accept it, right? Don't turn it down because of pride or anything or any other reason. Accept the help. Keep working on your craft with this Princess of Cups, and understand that even though the Wheel of Fortune reversed offers a very kind of scary existence, it will not last unless you allow it. Unless you essentially give in to this Wheel of Fortune reversed, it will not be here for a very long time. It has come to pass, not stay. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some oracles. We're going to throw 4 oracle cards, and these oracle cards are going to give us some direct advice for you. Let's take a look and see what that direct advice is. Look at that. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Look at this. What were we just talking about? You saw me. This is a random pool. Trust all will be well. My goodness. New moon in Virgo. And I am a Virgo sun and a Virgo moon myself. So it's funny that we got the new moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. Period, right? Come on now. So, in many ways, you just have to give in to this generous energy that's going to be afforded to you for the month. Give into it. Don't feel like you are lacking in any way. You know, I feel like the wheel reversed is a sign of where you are mentally, physically, almost energetically. You feel like you've, you're losing. You feel like you are not gaining or making headlines how you used to, and that is very, very. It could be very real, right? Going through that experience, you know, feeling it, having to unfortunately overcome it, because it is definitely a thought process that is very destroying. But it's important for you to simply think it, analyze it, and move on. Do not allow for that energy to creep into your work, because if you allow it to creep into your work, you're going to end up destroying your work. You're going to end up destroying your art. You're going to end up destroying what you hold most dear, what the vision that you had maybe a year or 2 years ago, right? You're going to end up destroying it. That's not where you want to be. You want to be in a place where you are giving graciously to the world with your beauty and your art, and you're receiving graciously from the world through resources. You know, these resources can be in any way, right? And could be actual tangible money, or it could just be a hand, right? In any other way. You know exactly what I mean. So anyways, the second card, take a reality check. And this is interesting, right? Take a reality check. The oracles want you to take a reality check. So what is reality, right? That's the question here. What the heck is reality, really? And to me, reality is the unknown. And so what is unknown can't really be put into words. And so with that reality comes an understanding that we need to create from a place of true strength and power from within. We are all creators. We are all manifestors. We've come here because we are master manifestors. And so what is inside of you, Sagittarius, to create? What are you going to create? How are you going to bless this beautiful world of ours? What is inside you to give, right? Anytime you create something, anytime you give into that process, you are putting a piece of yourself into it. It is you. You are it. And so if you cut that process, then you are essentially dying to yourself, and you don't want to do that, right? So, very interesting card. Let's go ahead and move on to the next oracle card. Let's take a look. We've got here, all right. Think it through. You know, again, another card that's telling you, right? New Moon in Gemini, think it through. Think anything through. Anything that happens for this month. Any decision that's looming. Anything that you are about to undertake. You have to think it through. Make a list, pros and cons. What am I going to gain from this? What am I going to lose from this? Don't just give in. Make sure that you are acting from a place of security, from a place of knowing, as opposed from fear. Okay, And then we have here, practice gratitude, right? Last quarter moon in Sagittarius, and boom, boom, boom. That is definitely a very important sign right there. The fact that this is last quarter moon in Sagittarius telling you to practice gratitude, okay? Can't overlook that. It's right next to the Six of Pentacles, which is talking about a generous influx of resources. So make sure that you are saying thank you, that you are in some ways understanding that, hey, everything that comes, all of these resources are coming from a divine place, from a divine presence. And they are going to be used in order for me to keep creating and keep giving back to the world. All right. So that is what I see here, Sagittarius. I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of this channel. Quick reminder, I am offering private readings right now. So if you're interested in a private reading, I am going to leave the link in the description below. Thank you once again. You will have to go through my Etsy store, I meant to say. So thank you once again, Sagittarius. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the reading. And bye-bye.